Greetings from Lake Superior. Today is February 2nd, 2021, and I talked to my psychiatrist today. I am in my 5th month of a court order, or an assisted outpatient treatment order. My name is Jill Kesti, and I run Coalition to End Forced Psychiatric Drugging on Facebook. Today when I talked to the psychiatrist, we discussed my court order, and she assessed whether or not I was going to be able to stop the court order, which is currently scheduled to end February 22nd, 2021, which is in a matter of 20 days. It went well. It was a different psychiatrist. I had never seen her or met her before. We got to discuss my history and how I've been feeling. I was hospitalized in August and September of last year, 2020, for 3 weeks in Havenwick Hospital in Auburn Hills, Michigan, 9 hours away from my home, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It was terrible. It was very traumatic being there, and they gave me a lot of drugs. I had 5 injections against my will. They held me down. I was punched in the face by another inmate, and I left the hospital on olanzapine, Depakote, and Haldol. The Haldol was, or the olanzapine, which is Zyprexa, was discontinued pretty quickly within weeks of being released from the hospital, and I remained on Depakote 1,000 milligrams and 10 milligrams of Haldol. This Haldol gave me Akathisia. After 20 years in the system and off and on psych drugs, it was the first time I've experienced Akathisia, and it was terrifying. My right arm was shaking, my leg arm was shaking. I couldn't do art anymore. I could barely write my name. Every day they came at 4 o'clock. They still come. And they deliver me my drugs. And I'm forced to take them. I have no say. Once I got the Acathesia, the torture was even more than the torture was without the Akathisia. Got a lot of traffic here suddenly. Finally, with the Akathisia, they reduced my Haldol from 10 milligrams to 5 milligrams, and I started to experience some relief. Now I'm on 2 milligrams of Haldol, and tomorrow is my last day on 2 milligrams. I will go down to 0, and the Akathisia has greatly improved. I still have some shaking in my right arm, but my left leg is normal again. Unfortunately, my left hand is completely swollen. I believe it's from the Depakote. The psychiatrist disagrees with me. He thinks it's something else, but my primary care physician did look at it, and she does think that it is the medication that I'm on. All in all, this has been a torturous experience. This is the second court order that I've been on. The first one entailed injections of Abilify for an entire year. I disagree with this system. The mental health system is extremely flawed. These drugs can take up to 25 years off of my life. I'm an intelligent person. I have 2 college degrees. I went to the University of Michigan. I went to Lansing Community College. I believe that these drugs are killing me and that there are more holistic means to treat my emotional, spiritual, physical, mental problems in living. I believe in Thomas Szasz' viewpoint that the mental illness is a myth, that we have medicalized emotion, and it's very dangerous to do such things to the extent that we have. I believe that the mass shootings that the kids are doing in their school systems is caused by the coercion and the psychotropic drugs that are given out like candy. When a kid feels like there's no way out and that they can't do anything to help their situation other than take drugs that are going to often cause more harm than help, they will take themselves out and often other people with them. This is sad. I studied sociology at the University of Michigan, and these mass shootings well, more psychiatry is just going to cause more mass shootings. If you have a chance, check out Thomas Szasz, S-Z-A-S-Z. Look at Dr. Peter Bregan's work. Kelly Brogan is helping heal people naturally with no psychotropic medicines, or as Bregan calls them, neurotoxins. There's a huge anti-psychiatry movement online and has been going on for 2 centuries. People who have psychiatric labels deserve better. Open dialogue in Finland is making great progress for people who have had what is termed first-time psychosis. They're curing or healing 90% of people with this condition, which I don't believe is even a discrete, concrete thing. These are problems in living, and they require better solutions than slapping people on psychotropic neurotoxins, especially with the force. To force people to take drugs goes against everything that I stand for. And it's a violation of privacy. The people coming into my home, watching me swallow medications, making sure that I'm complying, making me feel like a criminal. The courts are involved in this, and there are no lawyers to help people like me. If you're poor, you have no hope of experiencing any kind of justice. There is no legal help that will come to defend you in a court of law. This leads to a no way out situation, causing suicides. It's a very sad situation overall. Please support Coalition to End for Psychiatric Drugging on Facebook. Please support all the anti-psychiatry groups on Facebook. Speak to your family and friends. Learn about these psychotropic neurotoxins that are being given to people. Learn about the programs of alternative ways of helping people in distress. Help to create peer respites as opposed to the traumatic psych wards that currently exist. There is no help there. It's peer trauma and drugs. Thank you for listening.